Today, we're going to pull back the curtain on the hidden architecture of our modern lives. We're talking about the systems that are quietly shaping our health, our finances, and our futures, often without us even realizing it.
Does this hit home for you? If you're a young adult today, there's a good chance you've felt this. It's this constant nagging feeling that things are just heavy, like you're pushing a boulder uphill, and you're not sure why. Well, you're not imagining it. So that's the real question, isn't it? Why? Why does everything feel so much harder than it seems like it should? I'm here to tell you it's not some personal failure. In this explainer, we're going to break down the actual architecture behind that feeling.
To really get to the bottom of why life feels so hard, we have to start in a place that might surprise you. It all begins with your food.
Okay, so let's get this core idea straight. Food isn't just fuel. It's not just calories in, calories out. Think of it more like programming. What you eat is literally writing the code for your future. It's shaping your brain, your metabolism, your energy levels, your cravings for years to come. And here's the insidious part, the real trap. When you're young, your body is amazing. It's so resilient. You can live on pizza and energy drinks and feel pretty much fine. But fine is a biological illusion. Your body is just working overtime, shielding you from the immediate hit, while quietly filing away all that damage for later. Now, this biological programming, it wasn't some random accident. The kind of food many of us grew up eating was deliberately, intentionally engineered to do exactly this.
You see, the food in those colorful boxes wasn't just cooked in a kitchen, it was engineered in a lab. We're talking about sophisticated sugar science, hyperpalatable salt-fat combinations, and even crunch psychology. It's all designed with one goal: to hit your brain's dopamine reward center so perfectly that you just keep coming back for more, completely bypassing your body's actual needs.
And the motive behind all this? Well, it's brutally simple, really. The goal is to create customers for life. By engineering foods that wire your brain for cravings, they create habits that last for decades. It's not about feeding you, it's about securing a lifelong revenue stream. Right, so this is where the whole story takes a pretty dark turn. Once these engineered foods became the default for an entire generation, a completely new business model popped up, one built on the predictable fallout. This is the blueprint for sickness. And this formula right here, it's perfect. It starts with an engineered craving. That craving, repeated day after day, becomes a habit. Soon, that habit gets tangled up in your identity. Oh, I'm just a person who loves soda. That creates a real dependency, which, you guessed it, leads directly to profit. It's a pipeline. And the result of this formula playing out across millions of people? A total collapse of public metabolic health. Look at the 80s and 90s. Obesity rates doubled, type 2 diabetes went through the roof, and things like chronic fatigue and anxiety just became normal. This wasn't a coincidence, people. It was a direct consequence. So who was waiting in the wings to cash in on all this sickness? Meet the pharmacy benefit managers, or PBMs. Now, you've probably never heard of them. They're designed to be invisible. These are the middlemen who negotiate drug prices. And here's the kicker. Their business model often means they make more money when more people need long-term, expensive drugs. This just lays out the broken incentive plain as day. Real healthcare should profit when you get better. This new business model profits when you stay sick. It's a system designed not for wellness, but for illness management. Because a chronically sick population is, unfortunately, a very profitable one. This blueprint for creating dependency was so wildly successful in food and pharma that, of course, it didn't stop there. The same basic architecture started getting applied to other huge parts of our lives. This chart just spells it out perfectly. It's the same pattern, over and over. With food, the hook is addictive products, the dependency is metabolic sickness. With healthcare, it's forever medications creating long-term patients. In education, the hook is the promise of a great career, and the dependency is decades of crushing debt. And now, we're seeing it with AI. The hook is convenience, but the dependency could be a total loss of human skill. It's really the same principle at work, just in different costumes. Debt takes away your freedom to choose, to take a risk. The wrong kind of AI could take away our ability to even learn foundational skills. Both roads lead to the same place, dependency. Okay, I know that's a lot, and it can feel pretty overwhelming. But this is by far the most important part of this whole conversation. Let's talk about how you, personally, can start to take your power back. It really starts with this. Just by understanding this architecture, by seeing the game board for what it is, you've already taken the biggest step.
Awareness truly is the first step toward freedom. Once you can see the pattern, you can start to break it.
So, what does that actually look like day to day? First, get to know your own body, how insulin works, what sugar really does to your energy. Second, just choose real food. Not 100% of the time, that's crazy, but aim for, say, 80% of the time. Third, learn one new real-world skill every single year. Fight back against dependency. Fourth, treat your mind like your body, protect it from junk media. And finally, build a real community. These systems are designed to isolate us, and community is the antidote.
And I really want to leave you with this one thought because it changes everything. All those struggles with your health, with debt, with anxiety, they aren't evidence that you're weak or that you failed. They are evidence of a system's design. You were never the problem. You were the target. And the second you realize that, you're no longer just a target. You're a player in the game, and you can start to win.